Hello everybody and welcome to the Pocono Raceway for the next race, our 2003 season, as Tony Stewart starts on the pole and has already cleared Matt Kenseth for the race lead as we are green and underway here at Pocono. Stewart in the lead, driving off into turn one, trying still to get that first win of the season. It's been a bit of a struggle for him to close out races and get the win, but he has led a lot of laps so far in the last couple of races. Stewart's been really working himself up in that championship contention, leading a lot of laps. The question is, can he hold on to win this one? Matt Kenseth, your defending champion, right now below the cut line. And second, needs to get some points to find his way into the playoffs. And it's Sterling Marlin third. Ryan Newman, a two-time winner, battling Mark Martin for fourth place. And everyone else is sorting their issues out themselves here towards the mid-back, towards the back of the field. As Stewart will continue to lead Matt Kenseth as we go through turn 3 here in Pocono. And back to the start-finish line, Tony Stewart going to lead the opening lap of racing here at Pocono over Matt Kenseth, who's getting a bit of a run here. He's got some help from Sterling Marlin. Kenseth drafting up, getting close, going to try to make a move to try to put himself in the playoffs to have a chance to defend his 2002 championship. As Kenseth, Stewart gets a bit of a nose ahead. Kenseth gets underneath him, though, as Stewart had to check up. He slid up the racetrack. Kenseth to the inside. The battle for the lead is underway. Here comes Matt Kenseth for Roush Racing, looking for the race lead here at Pocono as he dives to the inside of Tony Stewart's number 20 for the lead. He's going to get the run through turn 2, and Matt Kenseth will take the lead away here at Pocono, taking it from Tony Stewart, who's now under fire from Sterling Marlin, who's going to get around him. As Kenseth will now start to drive away and look to secure the lead here and put himself in position to get the stage 1 win if he can hang on over the long run here at Pocono. Simulating. Oh, the caution has come out on the racetrack before, but we were about to simulate forward, but the caution has come out on the racetrack. For some reason, we're going to find out maybe there's an incident here involving the Zero machine of Jack Sprague. Indeed, it was. There's a big incident over here in turn 3 rather, at Pocono. It looks like that is Jamie McMurray, Bill Elliott, Kyle Petty, and Jack Sprague crashing into turn 2 here. A disastrous turn of events there for a couple of drivers who needed some good runs, especially McMurray, Bill Elliott, Kyle Petty. They needed good runs to stay in the mix, but they continue to have rough seasons and fall further down the playoff grid. As you see here, Jamie McMurray just gets clipped by Kyle Petty, turned into the wall. Kyle Petty, nowhere he goes. Bill Elliott got into him. Jack Sprague just got clipped in that. Up into the wall they all go, and the caution comes out for the first time here in Pocono for a 4-car crash involving Jamie McMurray, Bill Elliott, Kyle Petty, and Jack Sprague. And now we move on to lap 59, coming to the last lap of stage 1. It is Tony Stewart still leading this race, looking for the stage win, but the caution has come out. We're going to end the stage prematurely. There's a lot of smoke ahead, and there's a car in the wall. Looks like Mike Skinner and Johnny Benson were involved in a crash here as they were going into turn 2. And indeed, so Johnny Benson was 3 wide with Michael Waltrip, Kevin Harvick. Mikey turned Benson down into Kevin Harvick. And then Benson went for a slide down the track and nowhere to go, right up into Skinner. Kevin Harvick so lucky to avoid that. By inches, Harvick avoids, and by inches, Mike Skinner is collected with Johnny Benson. So Mike Skinner and Johnny Benson are going to go crashing here at the last lap of stage 1 here at Pocono. Benson up the track, nowhere for Skinner to go. Crashing they go. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, it remains Tony Stewart, who's going to come through to win stage 1 here in Pocono. So your stage results, Tony Stewart, your stage 1 winner. Then second will be Mark Martin. Terry Labonte will come home third in stage 1. That'll be Craven, Todd Bodine, Jeff Burton, Kenseth, Marlin, Ward Burton, and Bobby Labonte getting the stage points in stage number 1. And now on to the last laps of stage 2. Not the last lap yet, but the last 5 laps or so of the stage. Mark Martin has now gotten himself in the lead, looking for that second win of the year. Terry Labonte runs second. Tony Stewart, one of the best cars all day, in third. Marlin fourth, and then Ward Burton is in fifth, having his best run of the season up to this point. But Mark Martin leads. Terry Labonte looking for a move on the inside, trying to get in the playoffs for the second consecutive season. Of course, last season made it in as the last guy in on points. Can't get the win this time, and all around goes Kevin Harvick. He gets dumped by Johnny Benson. Harvick goes sliding through the grass and into the guardrail. The 29 will go. Caution is out. Kevin Harvick's day is done here at Pocono as he gets turned by Johnny Benson, the same guy who got turned in that 3-wide scenario that Harvick was involved in. So a little bit of payback there maybe from Johnny Benson on Kevin Harvick. So maybe got a rivalry brewing there. As Mark Martin drives away through turn 3 here at Pocono, he will lead back to the caution flag. As we get to the end of stage 2, Tony Stewart is going to come through the caution flag here to get the stage 2 win, it looks like, and sweep the stages here in Pocono. En route to what could be a dominating performance if he can cap it off with a win. That's the one thing he hasn't been able to do this season so far, is cap off dominant races with a win. As Tony Stewart wins stage 2 at Pocono, followed by Mark Martin, Ward Burton, Marlin, Kenseth, Labonte, Bodine, Craven, and Newman in the top 10. And now we want just 2 laps to go here at Pocono. It is Terry Labonte now in the lead, looking for his first win here of the 2003 season. Get himself in the playoffs. The Roush Racing duo of Kenseth and Mark Martin, second and third. So right on board with Mark Martin as he tries to chase down his teammate Matt Kenseth. He pulls to the inside, coming out of turn 3 down the front straightaway. White flag in the air. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank here in Pocono for Terry Labonte. Can he hold off Mark Martin, who's definitely faster than Matt Kenseth? The 17 doesn't have the seat, the 6 does. Mark Martin flies right by Matt Kenseth. A beautiful turn 1 right there for Mark Martin. Sent it in, got the great entry up the racetrack, drafting up to the back of Terry Labonte's number 5 machine, trying to get another Hendrick car in the playoffs to join, of course, Jeff Gordon, a 2-time winner this season. But can Terry make it back once again to have a shot at the playoffs again? He was out in the first round last season. Didn't pan out for him, but he's trying to make it further this time as he's holding off Mark Martin. He's got a big run through 2. Mark Martin going to look to the inside to go for the lead and the win here at Pocono. Can we have another fantastic Pocono finish as we've had countless times through turn 3? Mark Martin has no momentum, and he's going to check up, and just like that, Terry Labonte has got it as he rolls back to the front straightaway for the final time. Terry Labonte wins at Pocono. He'll be in the playoffs. Mark Martin, Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart, and Sterling Marlin, your top 5. Then Ward Burton, Todd Bodine will be 6th and 7th. As here's Bodine coming across to finish in 7th. A great run for that small 54 National Guard 4, doing a great job with another top 10 finish. Ryan Newman 8th, and then 9th place will be Ricky Craven, continuing a very consistent season. Right near your top 10 is Bobby Labonte, who will retake the points lead. As we'll see the updated playoff grid shortly, but Terry Labonte gets the win here in Pocono. He'll be back in the playoffs looking for more this time. Him and his brother, both Labontes in the playoffs for the first time. The race is also there on the left side of your screen. You can see the playoff grid momentarily. Here's up to the playoff grid. Terry Labonte slots in 6th and it's our 12th different winner through 14 races on the playoff grid. This is going to be a wild regular season. And Ricky Craven, Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Joe Nemechek hold the final 4 positions on points, with Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Elliott Sadler, Tony Stewart, and Ken Schrader being the first 5 out. So until the next episode of the 2003 season, I hope you all have a good one.